Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another action-packed episode of AWIPOD
Worldwide.
There we go. That was good. I'm your host, Brent Piles, and with me, as always, he's the reigning, defending AWIPOD PLE Picks champion. Hail Mary this week because he threw up a Hail Mary and picked the Terror Twins when me and Glenn both picked Dom and Liv, and he got it right, even though I could have cost him the championship, but you won. Congratulations, sir.
Hey, sometimes you just go with your heart, you follow it, and that's what I do. That's what I do in this game.
Sometimes your heart takes you exactly where you need to be. And with us, of course, as always, he stayed up late, as he usually does. It's Jay Russell and Glenn Abbott. Glenn, how's it going?
I'm fine, thank you. Been a long time since I last saw you.
Well, like 4 or 5 hours, something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something like that. I got the results here from our pay-per-view picks, and we all picked Unholy Union. They did not win, so we all got that one wrong. And obviously, me and Glenn both missed Dom and Liv, and the mayor got. So the mayor was 4-1, and me and Glenn were equally 3-2. We were still unable to see the mayor as PLE champion.
It was going to be a hard task anyway, with us all going with basically the same picks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now we'll have to wait until Bad Blood, which I think is in October, right?
Don't make me start singing it, Brent.
Don't get me.
It's going to be an interesting one.
I think we'll definitely get, especially what I saw from on Raw last night with CM Punk getting attacked by Drew McIntyre again. I do definitely think we're going to get that Hell in a Cell match.
I would think so.
I would make that the main event. I literally wouldn't put a championship. I wouldn't have Cody defend his title on that show, and I wouldn't have Gunther either. I would make that the main event. I wouldn't have any world championship matches on that show.
There shouldn't be world championship matches. It should all be feuds. It's bad blood.
I agree. Well, I know a lot of people are like, it can't be a premium live event without a championship match. Yes, it can. Not every single one of them has to have a championship match. That's what makes them special.
And it's not as though it's a big 4 pay-per-view either.
Yeah.
No. Premium live event.
I don't remember the last time.
It's bad blood. It should be about feuds.
I don't even know the last time they did a Bad Blood pay-per-view.
2006.
So you get you get Rhea against Liv. You get Dom against Priest.
Yep.
And you get Punk against
2004 was the very last Bad Blood pay-per-view.
Yeah, throw in the Wyatt 6 against Alpha, whatever they're called now.
Well, they got them scheduled
American
for a
Alpha
fight next week on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if that don't stir up bad blood, nothing will.
Yeah, American Made versus the Wyatt 6. They should have thought about that one before they named him that, because it just makes me want to say, he's American made. He's American made. And I don't want to sing that.
It's a good song.
So it makes me want to do it. Did you watch Bash in Berlin, Mayor of Camp?
Yes, I watched Bash in Berlin. I did not watch any of Monday Night Raw, though.
Okay. I watched all of Bash in Berlin, but like I told Glenn earlier, I didn't really pay a whole lot of attention to the Orton-Gunther match because the Nebraska game was on at that point. So I was paying a little bit more attention to the Nebraska game than I was. So other than that, I could talk about whatever matches. Or you guys could talk about the Gunther-Randy Orton match. Did you guys feel like that was the best match on the show?
For me, it was.
Yes. Yeah.
I would say
to be really.
Yeah, I mean, just another Gunther match, just straightforward bruising, and Randy could dish it out. And I think Randy's having the best run of his career at however old he is, 47. I don't even know how old Randy is.
I don't know if he might be, because I know Cena's 47, and I think
they got to be close to each other.
Yeah, not wanting to repeat what I said earlier on, but I was saying to Brent is that this is very much Randy Orton's regained his smile over the last couple of years.
He's 44 years old.
I will say this. I'm sure that he had a great relationship with Vince or he wouldn't have stayed there for 20 years. But I really feel like his working relationship with Triple H probably is a lot better and he's a lot happier being there.
The shackles have come off.
Yeah, so he seems to really flourish when he just is allowed to kind of just go be Randy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think with his last run too with Riddle, I think that you've seen more.
Sorry.
The name or the adjective, go be Randy.
Yeah.
Randy. Oh, I forgot that's a different sort of word. That match did get 34 minutes and 28 seconds, so
that's a lot of hard hitting.
Yeah.
The only one close to that was Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes, which got 23. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch it again. I'm assuming it was a great match because it's Randy Orton, and I had it on, but I just, like I said, Nebraska was playing.
I really enjoyed every match. The women's tag match, I wasn't paying too much attention to at the time, but it was still good.
Yeah, I was surprised by the ending of it, but I wouldn't say like completely shocked. I could have seen Belair and Cargill win, but I thought that this would be the time they're going to break them up and turn one of them heel. I'd be interested to see what a heel Bianca Belair would be like, because I know she was originally a heel in NXT for a little while, but I don't think she's ever been a heel on the main roster.
No, she hasn't, because back in her NXT days, she used to whip everybody with that hair.
Mm-hmm.
I really think it would not only be good for her, but I think it would be good for the Street Profits if they paired all three of them together as heels, because the Street Profits have really grown stale, and I don't think it's so much as their ability in the ring as they just are kind of directionless in their character. And I think if Bianca with them would kind of rehabilitate them in the same way like Judgment Day did with everyone involved with Judgment Day, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Except for Carlita.
Except for Carly, yeah, you're right. Carlito's probably like, why did I come back here? No, I'm just kidding. I know why he came back for the paychecks. He came back for the paychecks, but they really aren't doing anything with him. He's basically like the redheaded stepchild of the Judgment Day.
He's JD McDonough, and he doesn't have to take the beating JD McDonough does. So.
That's true. That is true. Yeah. The strap match was good. I thought Cody and Kevin Owens, it was good, but I did feel like it was going to be better than it was. No, I'm not saying it was bad. I don't know. I just thought
it's that thing of face on face. There's not the invested interest in it.
Yeah, I have that same problem.
That's fair. The mixed tag team match was definitely interesting. I don't know, right? Rhea Ripley looked more on one than I've ever seen her. She just looked like a fucking monster out there. Like from the second she came out, I was like, good Lord, I would not. She looks like she would tear me apart. Rip my arms off, beat me with them.
She seriously looks like she wants to kill Dom and Liv.
She wants to eat. She looked like she wanted to eat them.
Yeah, she's really gotten into this character work, and it's great. I've been loving everything that they've been doing with the Judgment Day, and I hate calling them the Terror Twins because I think it's like the corniest name, but it works.
It sums them up, though.
Yeah.
The Terror Twins sounds like something you would if you had two really good linebackers on your football team. Like, oh, it's the Terror Twins.
Yeah.
I think it's deliberately done that way because they put the twins in. Because it was common knowledge that Rhea has just got married, and I don't think they wanted any sort of idea of any romantic association between them. So they're giving them sort of like a brother and sister thing rather than.
Because Rhea was like, look, I don't want my husband to have to get on Twitter and remind people every single day that we're married because he does already. If we make him if we make people think that I'm with somebody else on TV, he's really going to feel like he has to get on the internet every day and let people know that we're married. Which that's his thing. When he was with Alexa Bliss, he did the same thing. He would be like, that's my girlfriend. And he just wants people to know. Which I get it. It's fine. I get it.
I'd make it well known too, buddy. It's okay.
I would scream it from the mountain. Sure. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I mean, I think WWE has had a string of good premium live events, and this one is no different. I did not watch any of NXT No Mercy, so I can't comment or speculate. I don't think you guys did either, did you?
No.
I had it on, but I wasn't watching it.
That makes sense. Like on in the background.
Yeah, I think I had a football draft going on at the same time, and kind of just had it on in the background noise and wasn't paying attention to
What do
it.
you know? My fantasy draft was my fantasy draft was on Sunday too. I named my team the Dungeon of Doom.
In honor of Kevin Sullivan.
And my logo is the Dungeon Master. That's my team logo is the Dungeon Master. Going, Sullivan, my son. I better not do it too loud. I might actually summon the spirit now.
You have an old Boston man walking around in his underwear and boots at your house.
That's the last thing I need. But yeah. So, well, I think that's it. I think that's all the wrestling we're going to talk about. Current wrestling, anyway. I am now going to put up. It is the WCW Pro, but it is basically the countdown show before Uncensored 1995. So that's what we'll put up on the screen right here, right now, and let's have a look-see. From March 19th, 1995, to be exact. It is sponsored by Gastrol GTX, which is it is not like medicine that stops you from having gas. That is actually motor oil.
They had lots of advertisements for motor oil back in the day.
What's happening here? Oh, so Ric Flair and Bobby Heenan are here. Rick looks like he wants to beat up Bobby.
Yeah, ex-friends from 92, 91, whatever it would have been.
Yeah, what a difference 3 years make, huh? I'm sorry, it's WCW main event. I was wrong. It isn't WCW Pro. Please forgive me.
Oh, and Tupelo. I've been to Tupelo.
Mississippi.
Have you been to Tupelo?
Yeah,
Tupelo is just a fun thing to say.
it is.
Tupa High? No, Tupelo!
They had the river boats out there in the 90s, probably around this time. Started putting them out there.
Is that like a casino?
Yeah.
The Riverboat Casino.
Look at young Bischoff. My God.
Yeah, good Lord. No gray hair then. Well, I think he might have had gray hair then, but he just might have been dyeing it.
Just for men.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got to be like in his mid-30s there, probably, even if early 30s.
Yeah, I mean late 30s at best, because this is a couple years after him taking over WCW.
Is he hitting Bobby?
Is that
No,
Hogan he's beat?
I think that's fucking Dave Sullivan.
Oh, is it Dave?
Oh, okay. I was going to say, he's really laying those punches in on Bobby. If that was Bobby, Bobby would have been pissed.
Yeah, Bobby would have been. Yeah, Bobby apparently is a big fan of Evad Sullivan, so that's why he's stopping this. Nick Bockwinkel's here.
Nice.
I just is Dave Sullivan dead because he wasn't moving?
Rick was laying him in. Those are the stiffest punches I've ever seen Flair throw.
Why he was having a go at Vader, and Rick was sticking the boot in again.
That's fine. Oh well, Botwinkle and Flair are having a throwback to the '80s here, AWA or some shit.
And didn't Heenan also manage Bockwinkel?
He did.
What a turn of
Nick Bockwinkel rapped in the Wrestle Rock Rumble. Think about that for a minute.
Jeez.
And he had the best rap in it, I thought.
He was him and Larry Zbyszko were the only two who could actually keep their time during the rap. Everybody else was.
Yeah, he was
My
on beat.
favorite is Jerry Blackwell, just because Jerry Blackwell rapping is not something that ever should happen.
That was two more than you would have bet would have kept their time.
Yeah. Just think about that. The Wrestle Rock Rumble, one of the best lines was, "I'm going to take that belt back from the humanoid Hanson. I'm going to take the belt back from that humanoid Hanson. I'm sorry, I keep saying Samson. Hanson, I like Stan Hansen. Oh, let's see what the Hulkster has to say.
Well, first things first. Tony Schiavone,
Sure.
Everywhere I go around Tupelo, man, these Hulkamaniacs are stark, raving mad, brother.
Okay.
Are you dudes ready for Uncensored? You better believe they are, brother. Everywhere I've gone, from the gym, brother, to the hotels, when I was running at 4
They don't
o'clock
have
this
a gym
morning.
in Tupelo.
And
I
he
don't
should,
know
riding
that.
my
and he
Harley
should definitely
Davidson
know about
up
all
the
those
one-way
things.
streets all around downtown. Everybody wants to know where my surprise is, Tony Schiavone. Even you, brother.
Oh, he's got a surprise.
Oh, don't let it be the booty man.
It better
Of
not
course
be.
it's going to be.
If, I was gonna say it better not be his dick. If it's his dick, I'm gonna be very upset. It better not be.
That's not a 24-inch python.
Well, Hulk Hogan has one, but not Terry. Terry Bollea does not. Hulk Hogan does.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan does. I forgot about that in court.
He's about to say he said that on the stand. So
He
under oath, he
testified.
said that.
Hulk Hogan has a 12-inch dick, but Terry Bollea does not, or whatever it was.
Yeah, yeah. That was exactly what it was.
I mean,
That's selling the gimmick, isn't it?
I mean, just like Hulk Hogan, he blows the mustache and it starts hulking up.
That's right, pal.
Doing it under oath as well.
Well, yeah. They asked him a question. He answered
Let me
it.
tell you something, dude. Sometimes the Hulkster, he pulls down his pants. And I've been saying my prayers and taking my vitamins.
Let me tell you, brother, that the 24-inch python's not the only thing growing, brother. Hulkamania lives in Tupelo.
Does it? Is it for a disappointment then down the line?
Yeah, they really are.
Yeah, well, Hulk isn't living there. I can tell you that.
No. After this pay-per-view, he left Tupelo and never came back.
No.
That's not true, because I'm sure WCW ran several pay-per-views at this fucking
Oh,
time.
yeah. They ran lots in Mississippi. Oh, we got Das Wunderkind.
The Thunder Kid, Alex Wright's on the way to the ring. Hopefully he dances. That's what I'm
Das
doing.
Wunderkind die tanzen.
Yeah. Jesus. You speak German well. That's very good. I can only say shit. Scheiße. That's it. That's all I got.
It's also fun to say discotheque.
Oh, well, yeah, obviously. Discotheque.
Wow,
There we
look
go.
at that backflip.
Get on the floor and let's dance some. I don't know why, but whenever I see Alex Wright dance, I always think of that song. Get on the floor and let's dance some more. Get on. I don't know why, but it feels like that's the song he's dancing to when he does it.
Is that an Armstrong? No,
He's
Mark
thinking
Starr.
Mark Starr. This isn't the same Mark Starr that we saw in WCW Superstars, because I know
It doesn't look like it, does it?
He was a much thicker gentleman.
Yes.
Unless he got really healthy.
Yeah.
He moved to Tupelo and got stuck on cocaine and crawfish.
He's like, I've been using crystal meth all month. He's like, I lost 68 pounds.
I believe it in Tupelo.
And I used to be British, but now all of a sudden I talk like this. What the hell? As soon as I drove right in Tupelo, I started talking like this. I don't understand. I don't know what happened. Very sad. Mark Starr. Used to be a fat British guy. Now he's a meth addicted Mississippian.
Nick Patrick didn't miss a meal, though.
Well, he's very thin, but he's also very tall.
He's got such a great mustache. He looks like a referee, other than he's really tall.
Or a porn star, one or the other.
Could go both ways. I think a referee also makes a good porn star if they just look at him.
Yeah, especially with the moustache and the mullet.
Yeah, he could be a referee porn star. I'll get back to you guys later on some gross porn movie names about referees.
About referees.
Nick blows the whistle. Part 3.
1, 2, 3 holes are filled.
Yeah, that's a gay porn. But in case you didn't know, I just wanted to make sure people knew.
Oh, he's getting some offense in here. What's happened?
He is Mark Starr here.
He said, I didn't buy these white boots and shine them up for nothing, man. I tell you what, I'm about to get to this top rope first time ever in my career. Look at me go.
Oh, now
there
we
goes
know
his
why.
knee.
Knuckles and knees. Oh,
He'd make a good NASCAR driver, though, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he would.
The Mark Starr here.
He might
Mark
want to change his
Starr in the-
occupation.
And the
Jesus.
44 Marlboro Red cars coming around the left side. He might squeak up in the third place. You never know.
What was that? Is it a flying ass?
Glenn, we were talking about Mark Starr on The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly earlier today, and I think this is the same Mark Starr that was on that episode of Nitro in 1998.
It could well be.
What was that? Like a flying face smack?
It was supposed to be a cross body, and he like overshot him, I think.
Yeah.
No, that's the German move. It's the German double hand slap to the face. Clearly.
Oh, right. Yeah,
You're German, Mary. You didn't know that?
He kicked out at 1 on it too.
Well, he is Mark Starr after all.
Here it goes.
Oh, there we go.
I told
That's
you it's what it's supposed to be.
Now we got to figure it out.
Yeah, he definitely looks like he could have been Kurgan's suitcase.
Yeah. Das Wonder Kid is the winner. He beats Mark Starr, who is not the star of this show. Oh, he almost fucked himself up.
Yeah, he did. I can get to being Flash.
On those stairs. Presented by Skittles. Beautiful back kick there by Das Wonder Kid. How do you say back kick in German?
I don't know. I can't remember that.
I was saying, unless you actually knew.
I was trying to think, but no, I can't think of it.
Mark Starr. He couldn't pull it out here. Mark Ashford Smith is another ring name that he went by, which is a strange wrestling name. Oh, he started out in Continental Wrestling Association, his first championship game in 1987, when he teamed with veteran wrestler Steve Kern to win the CWA International Tag Team Championship on April 27th, 1987.
There's a bit of evilness there.
Oh, man. I wouldn't have messed with this guy.
Meng is training in a cave.
He's getting ready for his martial arts match with noted martial arts expert Hacksaw Jim Duggan. So
this is uncensored too. I don't know if I want to see Meng uncensored in a martial arts match,
especially against that great martial artist Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I
don't know what's going on with this video, but like, I took too much edibles for the shit, so just can we keep it simple?
I'm fearful for anyone holding these boards.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
They could just hold a Buick car door up there and Ming would chop through it.
What if he misses? Like, what if he misses and hits me? I'll be dead. I'll be dead.
Consideration paid for by Hot Pocket. Oh man, those ham and cheese ones. Those are old school.
I don't eat Hot Pockets. So my son loves the breakfast ones. I'll tell you that much.
What about the snack sticks with the little bread sticks with the cheese? It's like plastic.
Cheese. There's nothing better than fake plastic cheese, if you ask me, or Mortal Kombat.
Oh God, I know how much money I spent at Mortal Kombat 2 at the arcade back in 1993.
Those Hot Pockets, when you heated them up, did the inside turn to molten lava?
Yep.
Yeah. There was one of two things. Either the outside was scalding hot and the inside was freezing, or vice versa. And there was nothing in between.
Exactly. One way or the other. 1-900-737 Hulk. He'll tell you all about how big his penis is.
How big Hulk Hogan's penis is.
Yes.
Yeah.
For only $1.49 a minute, too. That's a bargain.
Let me tell you something, dude.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Oh, we got Skittles commercials. Look at these. Was that Chris Cross?
It's a new experience. Taste the rainbow of fruit flavors. It's the roughest room of fruitiferousness.
Magneto has arrived.
Oh, this is the X-Men
in X-Men 2, play the most mutant heroes, including Magneto.
X-Men game.
Oh, that was a good game.
This is I thought the other fucking one was going to be a Gastrol TTX commercial, but it's this one.
Yeah, we got the Castrol here.
I don't see. Do you see a lot of motor oil commercials on TV nowadays? I don't.
No, I think you just kind of go to Valvoline and they just change your oil. Like, they don't have to sell it anymore.
Well, not me. I just go, hey, Xavier, need my oil changed. He doesn't. Which is nice. Super clean! Which is what Mark Starr's house is, because he does all that meth.
And there's his NASCAR. Mark Starr's NASCAR.
There's the Hulk Hogan 43 car.
Justin Boots.
It runs on vegetable oil, but you don't really believe it.
It runs on tanning lotion.
Yeah, that I believe.
Tanning lotion and steroids.
Yeah. Steroids.
Oh,
There
there's
it is. They're
Nebraska.
setting up a Nebraska death match. They're getting it ready. This is pure hay imported from Nebraska that they put inside a Nebraska trailer. There's Nebraska manure from Nebraska cows. It's going to be a whole Nebraska affair. It's going to be corn everywhere.
Do they drive past your house?
They do drive right past my house. Absolutely. They come right by the
Little
farm.
Brent's out there running around in his Nebraska t-shirt.
Yep, I got a Nebraska shirt on. Yep, absolutely.
They were pretty good in '93, weren't they?
In 95, yes. They won the national championship. They won the national championship in 1995, beating Florida, I believe it was 62-10 in the national championship game. Better days for Nebraska in 1995 for sure.
Hey, we just want them to beat Colorado next week. That's all I'm asking for.
Yeah, take out Goldberg's son.
Exactly. What a transition it was.
All the more reason to dislike him.
Wonder who that guy was.
Yeah, I never heard of this Steve Austin guy. Is this NBA Jam?
Oh my gosh, tournament edition.
I don't know about best game ever, but that's a good game. Okay, best sports game ever for Super Nintendo. Best sports game for Super Nintendo. King Griffey Jr. presents Major League Baseball. 100%.
I loved NBA Jam, but I agree with that too. And I would never pitch to Griffey. If you pick the Mariners, I'm beating Griffey every time.
Yep.
You're not hitting it. I'm just hitting you beating you every time.
That's like you're not allowed to pick the Mariners like you weren't allowed to pick the Raiders in Tecmo Bowl because that's just unfair. You can't do that.
Yeah. It's cheap to get.
Just like now you can't pick Real Madrid on EAFC 25. I'm not playing anybody who picks Real Madrid. Go fuck yourself. No, I'm not playing against Vinicius Jr., Jude Bellingham, and fucking Kylian Mbappe. No, fuck you. Pick somebody else. No.
There's a lot of ads.
They really do. They love motor oil.
And it's back to more motor oil on the same back-to-back commercial.
They're sponsoring it, isn't it?
Yeah. Cash from GTX. Well, this Uncensored is not sponsored by any corporation because
how do they loop the commercials? This is the same commercial for X-Men again.
Well, still a great game though. I mean, I never played it, but I imagine it was cool. I was never really into games like that. I really only played sports games. Oh, what movie is this? Oh, it's the original Bad Boys.
Oh, yes.
That was that old? That movie's not old?
Well, they might just be showing it on TV, but yeah, no, it was. That's when it came out.
Wow, that makes me feel really old. I thought that came out in like the mid 2000s.
No, you're thinking of Bad Boys 2. Wow. Bad Boys 2 came out in like 2004.
Yeah, they waited a while.
Yeah, I remember because I just got out of high school. I mean, yeah, just out of high school. Yeah, no, that's a movie that was in the movie theater still. They have a Bad Boys 4 out.
Are we forgetting about WCW and we're just having ads now for the rest of the evening?
Oh, this is for beer.
We're just gonna watch 90s commercials.
Right.
Yeah.
Ice House Beer. Never heard of such things. Probably because I wasn't drinking beer in 1995 because I was 10.
I think I've had an Ice House beer.
I can't say as if I have. I don't remember. National Geographic Explorer, get excited for trees and bears and shit.
I mean, that's pretty good. I watched some trees and bears and shit.
Trees and bears and shit because there's trees and then there's bears and where do they shit? In the woods. That's why it's trees and bears. Oh, and snakes too. Fuck that. Go back to the bears. This isn't fun.
We can skip the snakes.
Yeah, stick the snakes, please.
I was with you up until now.
Skip the snakes.
Yeah. National Geo, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, National Geo, go fuck yourself. Taste the rainbow of fruit flavors, Skittles, bite-sized candies.
I'll tell you what, the tropical Skittles are delicious if you've ever had those.
Those are the best kind, I agree.
Yeah.
Already in the ring, Steve Austin here. I don't know who he's facing. Let me have a look-see. Let me rewind from my... He's taking on Tim Horner.
Okay.
All right.
I know Tim Horner.
Famous Tim Horner from the Horner line.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the Star Blazer. He was also known as Kendo the Samurai.
Yeah.
No, I don't see him as a samurai. Now I'm looking at him.
He definitely was under a mask on that one.
He definitely was.
Oh, he was in the Lightning Express tag team with Brad Armstrong.
Uh-huh.
Lots of expresses in the late 80s.
He wrestled in Smoky Mountain Wrestling, maybe where you guys knew him from.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He actually worked for WWE in 2006 until 2006 as a producer. So,
Okay.
Colonel Rob Parker's out here looking. This must have been right around the time the Blondes broke up, then, huh?
It had to be.
Yeah. Because that's who Austin goes with soon after that is Rob Parker, right?
Yeah.
Because for some reason they thought he couldn't talk, so they thought he needed
Imagine.
Rob Parker. Boy, were they wrong.
Yeah, this guy can't cut a promo. Let's stick it with Rob Parker.
Yeah.
Thank God for that, because what would have WCW done with 316?
Well, nothing. They would have done nothing with them. If WCW had won the war, I shudder to think what wrestling would have even been.
Yeah.
For the last however many years when it was just WWE, because they probably still would have went out of business.
Goldberg would be 12,001 right now. He'd have broken Bruno's record. Bruno,
I was in the main event with Bruno. Madison Square Garden, and then went to Shea Stadium. I was in a steel cage. He was my mentor, and I turned on him. So I'm just gonna start breaking into a Larry Zbyszko impression just randomly.
you should just do it at work and really confuse people.
I'm gonna. Next time somebody asks me a stupid question, I'm totally gonna go, well, I made a video with Bruno.
So we had 10 minutes of ads, a 3-minute match, and now we're back to ads again.
But Glenn, good news, you can get the WCW catalog from Niles, Illinois.
In 1993, WCW had to, get some paychecks because they did all commercials.
Oh, we're gonna get Stars and Stripes, The Patriot. Movies for guys who like movies.
And it's not even a movie; it's another Castle commercial. I think someone's fucking with us.
Motor oil for guys who like motor oil.
Nope.
Oh, they're gonna be in Savannah, Georgia. Charlotte, George. I'm just kidding. It's probably not Charlotte. Oh God.
I thought that was Big John Studd. I was really confused.
That was Stinger slamming some handsome son of a bitch. No, I'm getting old. Goddamn, now I want to play X-Men.
It's so much fun. You need to get a Genesis.
I'm going to not download that on the emulator later, probably. I'm just kidding. That means I would have to stop playing either NCAA football, Madden, or... Actually, I don't play Madden. I'm lying.
While we're watching the same 4 commercials, did you see WWF let go of Odyssey Jones?
I did see that. I also saw that there may be some domestic violence accusations that may have been the reason why he was let go. I can't confirm that.
Right.
That's just what I saw.
Yeah. I think that's exactly what it was.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, they're not going to hang around with anything like that anymore, are they?
And as well, they shouldn't.
If you're in the NFL, they just hide. They'll just hide it for a couple weeks, and then.
Well, what they'll do is they'll release you, and then the Cowboys will go, "No, well, come on, no, they play for the Cowboys. Come on, we're not above reproach." Or the Raiders. Cowboys are the Raiders. I mean, the one guy beat up his girlfriend and slammed her on a bunch of guns, and then the Cowboys were like, "Oh, that's cool. Come on."
That's all right. Yeah, it sounds okay.
Yeah, that's the Cowboys. That was Randy Gregory, I think.
Yeah, Greg Hardy.
Greg Hardy, yeah.
Great crime and sports episode, because do you want to know why he got so upset at his girlfriend? Because she hooked up with Nelly. Because when they weren't together, she hooked up with Nelly.
With Nelly?
And then they made a bunch of jokes on the show, somebody said, "Is it hot in here?" And he was like, "No, it's not hot in here. It never gets hot in here ever."
He starts snapping when people wear their Air Force Ones.
Yeah. He's like, "Hey, what kind of shoes are those? Air Force Ones?" Flips the table over. No! You're not stepping in your Air Force Ones.
What was the song that Nelly and Kelly did?
dilemma.
Okay.
That was a heck of a dilemma.
That was a good shoot.
He's like standing in front of a traffic light and like a bunch of smoke.
That has to be hot. That has to be really hot standing in front of that light.
It's probably hot in there. Yeah. Hope Greg Hardy is listening. He's pissed.
It's getting hot in there, Hogan.
Please do not take off all your clothes because
Yeah, he's sweating.
we've talked enough about his penis. I don't want to do it anymore. Even though I keep going there and I don't know why. I've got to stop it.
Why is he sort of praying to that light?
It doesn't look like he's holding it.
This is the power and the light of Hulkamania, and it burns brighter than any light in the sky, brother. It burns brighter than the sun. And if I don't put some more steroids inside this light, brother, it's gonna burn out, brother. And if it burns out and Hulkamania burns out, we're all gonna burn out, brother. That was happening.
You can see the same brilliant wrestling minds that were behind the Dungeon of Doom were behind this sort of stuff.
Is there a man behind him?
There's smoke or fire extinguishers going.
I'm going to tell you right now, if that
There's
was
a
me,
man.
I would be having an asthma attack.
There's a man behind him.
Oh, it's the Renegade. That's what this is.
Oh Jesus! Is that Brutus?
No, it's the Renegade. You remember the Renegade?
The TV show on USA Network.
No.
No.
The Renegade. They bring this guy out here and try to pretend he's the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah.
Is he just wearing a fucking? Is he just wearing a codpiece? What the fuck's going on? Look at this.
I don't know what he's got on.
What is it? It looks like he's just wearing a fanny pack.
He's got a cod piece.
It's naked Midian back there.
Yeah. Yes, he's just got a fanny pack on.
He's got his junk tucked in the fanny pack.
Yeah.
They said, "Look, brother, we need you to be out there with we need everybody to see your muscles." They're like, "We don't have anything, so you just put this fanny pack on."
Oh, now Hogan's stripping off.
Oh God, this is getting weird. Big Patrick's about to show up.
Old brother Brutus is getting jealous of this one.
Oh, he was. You know he was.
We're back to movie commercials now. What is this?
This has been a lot of commercials. Lots and lots of commercials. New friends and fan. No, not new friends. Fuck that. New people suck. I hate them. You lost me at new people. No,
Is it a 1-800-collect commercial?
it might be.
Imagine if someone called you collect wanting to see if you could be their friend.
Yeah.
Nope.
Alcohol.
Hell no. What movie are they going to show on Movies for Guys Who Like Movies? I need to know.
Oh, here we go. Up the creek.
Never heard of it.
That's what all these ads are.
I've never. Yeah, I did one, but all these ads are up a creek. That's for sure. Oh, what's this? This looks fun. Oh, it's a beer commercial. Oh, the monkey's got a Miller Genuine Draft. Shout out to my Uncle Wally. He loves the Miller Genuine Draft, where he used to. I haven't seen him in 16 years, but
So MGD with the black label.
yeah, I haven't had one. So you know what? I'm gonna fucking go buy some and I'll.
I mean, whenever you open an MGD, it's just a boat full of women in bikinis.
Yeah, you'll go from a black and white. You'll go from a black and white to a guy in the bottom of a boat to a friggin' color-filled chicks in bikinis on the decks. Is that Penny Hardaway?
Yeah, it was. This Kevin Johnson, Penny Hardaway, and Shaq, it looked like.
You know what they all have in common? They couldn't fucking beat Michael Jordan.
Yeah. In 95, was Jordan still retired at that time?
Yeah, and you know what? That's a lie because Penny and Shaq did beat Michael Jordan in 1995. I think 95 was the year it came back and they lost in the playoffs to the Magic. Yeah, when he wore number 45. So I don't know if he had quite came back. I don't think he comes back until like mid-March of 95.
Yeah, it was late in the season.
Yeah. I think they'll have like 23 games left or something like that when he came back. I remember nothing from my childhood, but I remember that. I remember the game he came back. They played the Pacers and they lost by, I think, like 3 points or something like that.
Wow, that's something. I would have never remembered that. I
remember it. I had it on. I remember I had it on like a cassette tape, and I watched it over and over again. I don't know why, because they lost. It's not like they won.
I remember watching someone think it was a good idea to have Craig Elo guard Jordan one night.
Should have went with Ron Harper.
Yeah.
Jordan even says that in The Last Dance. He says they really should have put Ron Harper on. He was a better defender. But no. Now the only reason why you know Craig Elo is because of Michael Jordan. Otherwise, you wouldn't know who he was.
I mean, as a young Cleveland kid, I would, but if I didn't live in Cleveland, like no one else would know who Craig Elo.
Nobody else would know Craig Elo.
I had a Craig Elo bobblehead I got from some like Foot Locker ripoff store called Kinetics or something like that. Do you remember that store?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, it was like a knockoff Foot Locker, yeah. The countdown is still going on. It's mad. That's how far we. Oh, here's Dustin Rhodes doing his Nebraska stretches, getting ready for the Nebraska death match.
He was dropping down low there.
Dustin got low.
Not as low as he died.
This is my uncle. This is of course my uncle Cletus, who's sponsoring this whole thing. I don't have an uncle Cletus. So,
is he the natural here?
Yep, I think so. And here comes the Blacktop Bully or Barry Darso. Are they gonna lock? Do they lock them in like separate cages before the match starts?
This isn't the actual match.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So apparently these guys are going to be locked in cages next to each other until the match actually starts, which is in like an hour.
Wow, that's something.
I never knew that because I never watched the match. So.
This is how they need to settle the
You
bad.
should know all the facts of Nebraska.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly what they should do for Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. The only way they're going to be able to settle their differences is if they have a Nebraska death match.
If they fight in a moving truck filled with hay and shit.
And cow shit. Yeah, of course, manure, if you will. Oh, they're driving to my farm. They're bringing.
Didn't they do this with the Godwins at one point? Or one of them.
They did like a hog pen match, but that wasn't like this.
That was on a moving lorry as well, wasn't it?
No, it was just in the arena. You just had to throw your opponent in the hog pen to win.
Did I ever tell you about my 8th grade teacher, Mr. Minier?
No.
Well, his name was Minier, but it looked like it was spelled manure. So I raised my hand. I said, Mr. Manure. And he's like, it's French. And I said, okay, Mr. Manure. And I got a detention for that.
I was going to say. And then he stayed after school.
Yep. Manure.
Slater.
I wish I would have been in your class. That would have popped huge. That would have been a huge pop for me. When I was in elementary school, one time I got in trouble a few of us had got in trouble at recess, and my teacher wrote on the board, she wrote "stay after school" for like people who were supposed to stay after school, and she starts to write a name, B-R-E. As soon as she put B-R-E, I said, "That's what you think." I literally said it out loud. But she was right because my ass stayed after school. So I thought I was smart, but I wasn't. I was fucking bad when I was a kid. Somebody should have hit me.
These guys are American flag pants right here. We got is this American Males?
No, this is Stars and Stripes.
Oh, okay. They had so many American-based gimmicks in WCW.
They really did, yeah. They're taking on Dirty Dick Slater and Bunkhouse Buck. Old Dirty Dick. Another guy who had a crime in sports episode. Old Dirty Dick.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Young Buff?
Yes, that is Young Buff. Buff Bagwell and the Patriot here.
Del Wilkes?
Del Wilkes.
Wow.
Who was one of the most, if I could do awards for the year 1997 in the WWF, the most boring main eventer award goes to the Patriot because he was fucking shits.
He was.
He was so bad. Just awful.
How long were these two together? I don't even remember these guys ever being together. Did I just block it out of my memory?
You probably tried. I try to forget about everything that happens with Buff Bagwell, to be honest with you.
He was doing a comedy club near me about 1.5 years, 2 years ago. I don't know why.
He just got up there and told the story of his life.
He just showed his little calves that he had to have calf implants on.
He's like, my mom used to shave my balls, man. That's funny enough, right there. Then I wrestled Canyon on a forklift. You know what? I've been doing a wrestling podcast based around watching bad wrestling for many, many years, and I have never, in my life, watched the Judy Backwell on forklift match. I never have. I've never seen it. I've never.
We need to remedy that, don't we? Then
we do. We really do.
I don't know how we've ever skipped that one.
Yeah. How I've never watched that, I'll never know. But yeah, no,
because I don't think I've ever watched it either. So we need to remedy that.
We do. Mary, have you ever seen it?
I think I watched it live at one of my friends' houses that had a scrambler.
Oh yeah.
Because that had to have been late night, like 99, early 2000, probably.
It was 2000.
Yeah, I had to have watched it live. I can't tell you. I mean, it's been 24 years since I've seen it.
Yeah, right. It's all going to be brand new to you anyway.
I couldn't even tell you who won the match. I have no idea, but
I've seen this pay-per-view before, and even I was still shocked, and it made me fall to the ground laughing when I found out that Hacksaw Jim Duggan faces Ming in a martial arts match. So shit can still surprise you even if you've seen it many times.
Yeah.
Oh, did he beat up Jimmy Hart?
This is how much they think of that match is that they've gone to a Vader promo.
Well, Vader does what he wants.
They're not even doing it picture in picture.
Yeah,
they have
like, you can see it over his shoulder. I guess he stole Jimmy Hart's jacket. You're like, I stole Jimmy Hart's jacket, and I'm never gonna give it back. He doesn't talk like that. But.
He just slammed on it.
He's like, I just used your jacket as toilet paper, Jimmy Hart. How do you like that? He's mad at Jimmy Hart because Jimmy Hart never managed him, even though he's like, you managed everyone else in WCW. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with Vader?
Didn't Vader tweet his dick?
Sure did. Yes, he did.
Okay, I thought so.
Yeah,
he absolutely.
That's what Vader's known for. That and being on Boy Meets World.
Yeah, Boy Meets World. Yeah, he was.
He's had an illustrious career for 30 years in the wrestling business. What do you remember about Vader?
And he got his eyeball pushed
He
out
was
by
on Boy Meets World.
And he got his eyeball pushed out by Stan Ham. He was Frankie's dad, right? The bully Frankie on.
Yeah.
Correct.
Somehow this match didn't end during that backstage or ramp way.
Well, I don't know. I know Glenn was really amped to see the end of this because I know he's a huge fan of Bunkhouse Buck.
Wow, look at this. They're going crazy.
I can't say that I'm a fan of any of these four.
No.
Yeah,
I like Nick Patrick, especially in the gay forms. I mean, as a referee. And that now every time we see Nick Patrick, he's gonna be a gay porn star because we did it once and now I'm gonna reference it every time. So be prepared for that. Hopefully I'll forget, but I don't think I will.
He was in this movie I saw called The Nude World Order. Nude World Order.
A cast of thousands.
It was just 3 dudes with spray paint bottles, and that was it.
Yeah, it got gross. It really did.
Is this still going on?
Oh, it's happening, Glenn. This is the match of the night, pal. The main
Is this an Iron Man match?
It's 2 out of 3 falls.
God.
Oh, he's wrestling in suspenders.
There's nothing suspenseful about this.
No, these two have the weirdest wrestling attire.
They're wearing like thermal shirts and old jeans.
Yeah, like they came out to Home on the Range or some shit.
They're part of that National Geographic commercial we were watching. Those out there. They're the guys like chasing the bear.
They're the camera guys.
They're the ones that are hugging the bears and wrestling the trees.
Yeah, that's these guys. I don't even get it. Like, what are they supposed to be? I don't understand the gimmick.
Mountain men.
Well, so I watched Yellowstone, and the cowboys stay in the bunkhouse. So I guess maybe he's supposed to be like a cowboy,
like a wrangler of the cow, the cattle.
Yeah, he's like a cow wrangler or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Dirty Dick is like he works there too, I guess.
A guy that doesn't wash himself very well.
Yeah. He used to be Dick in high school, but then
the name just, he's Dirty Dick.
No, it's Dirty Dick.
He got his wife's sister, pregnant. So now he's dirty.
You gave her herpes, and then from then on,
that too.
And he can't sue us because he's dead.
Allegedly. All you got to do is say the word allegedly.
Allegedly. Oh God! Now something else is happening. I'm not sure.
I think Nick Patrick's seen these moves before the movies.
Yeah.
I want to show you what Nick Patrick does on film.
I'll show you, dirty dick.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Even the cameraman's got bored with it, going to look around the crowd.
They're like, all right, let's just see the fans now.
The fans are bored. They had to go get some popcorn and Hogan foam fingers.
Yeah.
What is this pinning?
Dude, somebody called 911. I feel like an assault is taking place.
What was the crime in sports for him for?
Oh, this is Bunkhouse Bug. Dirty Dick, let's see, he stabbed his girlfriend. He beat up a bunch of people.
I can't believe he's still going.
Can't even say that this is too good for us. This is just too boring.
I mean, I'm trying to make chicken salad out of chicken shaker.
It's just too long of a match. Has Bug Bagwell ever been in?
No, I don't think he has. Has he?
No, he hasn't.
No,
This is just the Patriot being beaten up by these two. Oh no! He just gets in there and they go to an ad.
It probably ended.
It goes through the commercial break.
Now, here we go. He's throwing them dirty dick left and rights. Dirty dick. Oh, never mind. Okay, now
Buff actually throws a good punch, though.
Well, yeah, probably in real life too. Oh, don't tag him back in. Shit, Patriots back in. They're doomed. Oh, he bunkhoused him right in his buck. You know what I mean? Oh, the double Wrangler fist.
This match is never going to end. It is the Bunk. Oh, here we go. It's breaking down. We're getting Buff. What's going on here? A double pile driver?
Nick Patrick has lost control of this thing, which is another one of the movies he's in. It's called. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's a perfect plex. A not so perfect plex. His shoulder's clearly up, but okay.
It finished.
Pointed out.
Let's look at the bright side. It finished.
You're right, Glenn. I shouldn't be
analyze it.
Here comes Nick Bockwinkel to say the pin wasn't legitimate. Start the match over.
15 more minutes.
He becomes the first heel commissioner based off that decision.
Did
you guys know when Buff Bagwell first got into the wrestling business, he wore a mask and was known as the Handsome Stranger?
I think I've heard that before. He had like a heart on his pants or something.
Yeah.
So is this the go home show to Uncensored?
It's like the preview show. So like this show and then the pay-per-views right after it.
Jesus.
Who do you mean this is what make you want to buy it?
It's not exactly selling it, is it?
No.
It's selling something. Sleep medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah, burgers and God knows what.
Well, I don't know, Glenn. It did show the preview to the Nebraska death match. If that doesn't make you want to order a wrestling pay-per-view, I don't know what would.
That actually would have sold me.
Yeah, probably me as well back then.
A 99-cent bacon double cheeseburger. Could you fucking imagine?
Wow. That's a deal.
Could you fucking imagine? Remember, you could get a double cheeseburger for $1. Forget about it. No.
Now, I kind of want a McDonald's breakfast sandwich now. And X-Men. I want to play X-Men 2 while eating a McDonald's breakfast sandwich.
The double cheeseburgers are one of the cheaper things over here. They're like $1.95 or something.
Yeah, I mean, you can get a double cheeseburger for like $1.99, but I'm just, they used to be much cheaper. And like we've talked about this before, use that McDonald's app. It is a lifesaver.
Oh God, it is.
And
it's my only decent food I had last week.
Yeah.
There's the British Knights commercial, or as Glenn just knows them, the Knights.
Just
the Knights. Yeah.
DK. Those are actually cool shoes. Oh, Major Pain. You ever see this one?
Oh yeah, it's a great movie.
Bam Bam Bigelow's in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Hillary Banks is in this movie. Oh yeah.
Yep.
I don't know what her real name is. I just remember it's Hillary Banks.
And Damon Wayans.
Yes, Damon Wayans.
Isn't the Shermanator in it too?
The Shermanator is in it. He's the kid. You're right. I never made that correlation, but you're right. That is the Shermanator.
Wow.
Wow.
Gonna stick something in his ear.
It's his hearing aid. I remember these commercials. I hope to one day,
Hearing aids.
I hope to one day lose my hearing enough to need a hearing aid. That way, when I'm around really annoying people, I can just turn it off.
Just turn it off, yeah.
And do what my grandma used to always say, Brent, when you're around stupid people, just smile and nod your head. So that's what I do. Mm-hmm.
That's it. Do a lot of that then.
Yep. That's gonna be great. It's gonna be amazing. That's a different side of it. They should put me on the video talking about the brighter spots of hearing loss. Like everybody talks about how bad it is. Let me tell you about the good things.
They keep on having to remind us that they're in Tupelo, Mississippi, just in case we forget during all the ads.
Well, I love Tupelo. Oh God, you got very serious there. I don't know if anything else is.
I'm hoping Bobby just slaps Bischoff right in the kisser.
Oh, we got Macho Man Randy Savage, Mayor Canton.
Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna tell you, Shivani, I got these tassels, and Nick Patrick's hanging them from the assholes.
That's great. I did not see that coming. That was good.
Well, you got to remember, Macho Man was a rapper, so he had to, come up with something that rhymed.
It's too bad they couldn't get him in the Wrestle Rock Rumble video.
Oh man, that would have been money.
That would have been good. Went down the wrong hole there. I got it.
That's what Nick Patrick said.
Yeah, that's another Nick Patrick movie, actually. Wow. A lot of things happen on this show, but us making Nick Patrick a gay porn star is not something I ever saw to see coming. We did today.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah. Sorry, Nick Patrick. Hate us forever. Oh well. That's fine.
Macho's really going on this promo too.
He's really going. We already heard about your tassels, man.
I'm not sure where he's going with it.
Handsome Avalanche in a no disqualification match at Uncensored.
Macho Man fights Avalanche?
Yes.
Wow.
I was hoping they would give us a rundown, like a showing of the matches that are going to be on the card, but they didn't. That's it. That is the end. I like this. The following pay-per-view event, Uncensored, has been established due to the many grudges and differences which have developed between the wrestlers over the past few months. Oh, now the video went out. Well, there you go. I was hoping it would give us a rundown of the matches. But we'll all be surprised. It'll be fun together, won't it?
Yeah.
Well, that's it. Nick Patrick does gay porn. Glenn, who do you want to plug before we get out of here?
I'm booking the territory with Dan and Rob, doing the first and last of wrestling, their little side projects, Unstacking the Datatory, which is the road to Wembley in 1981 for Big Daddy and Giant Haystacks, the most watched wrestling match of all time, with 18 million viewers, apparently. Being the Elite Gator Golf, they've just finished Series 2 at that. And Unstacking. I'm booking the Tankatory, the life and times of Tank Abbott. Also,
the Doctor Who podcast with Danny Inside. That's on SJP World Media.
And DDT Wrestling with DC and Doc.
All right, Mayor Ken. Rapid fire. I know you got to call your mom.
We got the Sportswire Radio with the man with the plan with the chops. That right over there, it says Sportswire Radio. Give Mr. Thomas Bryce 2017 a follow. And I'm sure if you do, you'll be able to see him plugging Sportswire Radio. But if not, you want to check out sports with a ZWireRadio.org, and you'll be able to follow us on there, hear us. on marathons and all sorts of good stuff. And if give those fellas a follow and watch me eat something probably tomorrow. I didn't realize it's Wednesday because it's a weird day today. But what's that?
I said ice cream.
Ice cream, yeah. I'll probably eat ice cream. I don't know. Maybe a little spoiler. I haven't recorded it yet, so we'll see.
Okay. Yeah, check that out every Wednesday. Check out the Lifetimes of Psycho Sid. We got that, and the newest episode of The Good, the Bad, and Ugly out right now. That's it. That's all. The mayor's got to call his mom. Glenn's got to go to bed. Glenn, go ahead and tell him goodbye.
Goodbye.
Somebody call my mama.
The mayor's got to call